into the net one-handed. I told you he had one up his sleeve today. I had a feeling, and that's a typical Mario Lemieux play. He makes the impossible play look so easy.
Lemieux shoots and scores on the rebound, and Pittsburgh has their second.
Amidst the roar of the crowd echoing through the arena, and the puck gliding effortlessly, across the ice emerged a titan of talent, adorned in the iconic black and gold of the Pittsburgh Penguins. In this video, we'll journey through hockey history and explore the tale of an icon to discover how good Mario Lemieux was, a man who was nicknamed the Magnificent One. But before we dive into Lemieux's prowess with the sticks, quickly smash the subscribe button to stay connected for more of our exciting updates. And don't forget to like and share this video. Now, let's dig in. Mario Lemieux, nicknamed the Magnificent One, or Super Mario, was born on October 5th, 1965 in Montreal, Canada, to Parette, a stay-at-home mom, and Jean-Guy Lemieux, an engineer. Lemieux showed his love for hockey at an early age, and was ultimately supported by his parents. He started practicing in his house basement at age 3 alongside his brothers, where they used wooden kitchen spoons as hockey sticks and bottle caps as pucks. Mario's father, who noticed their passion for hockey, supported them by creating a rink on the front lawn so that the boys could practice as much as possible. Lemieux kept practicing at home and playing non-major leagues until he was drafted by the Laval Voisins of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, or QMJHL, where he started his career at the age of 15. With an ambitious spirit, Lemieux declared he was going to break records with the Voisins. And they weren't mere words. He begged his coach Jean Béjean to play him on the top lines to help him meet his target, and the coach ultimately trusted him enough to give him the opportunity, and it was the beginning of an era. Lemieux went on to break the league record for points in a season with 282 points, scoring 133 goals and registering 149 assists in just 70 games. Lemieux started etching his name in the hearts of hockey enthusiasts in his last game of the regular season, when he needed only 3 goals to equal Guy Lafleur's record of 130 goals. He put up one of the most incredible performances ever seen by a teenager, scoring 6 goals and recording 6 assists in a 16-4 victory. And that's not even all. During the playoffs, the sensational youngster scored 29 goals and earned 52 points in just 14 games, ultimately leading his team to a berth at the 1984 Memorial Cup. Lemieux had 3 fantastic seasons with the Laval Voisins, finishing his QMJHL career with a massive total of 562 points, scoring a total of 247 goals and registering 315 assists before moving on to the biggest men's stage at the NHL. A lot of people anticipated Lemieux's draft, being one of the hottest prospects from the Quebec League. Lemieux raised the tension in the air when he declared he would be playing for anyone who drafted him, and fans couldn't wait to see where the fast-rising super talent would end up. Eventually, he got drafted first overall by the Penguins in the 1984 NHL entry draft, where he went on to establish himself as an iconic figure of the game, leading the Penguins to great success and receiving numerous individual accolades. Before Lemieux's draft in 1984, the Penguins had not made the playoffs since 1982 and had not a winning season since 1979. Only a few would have imagined how much the Super Mario draft would change their fortune for good. Lemieux made his debut in the NHL on October 11, 1984, against the Boston Bruins, and immediately announced himself on the global stage when he stole the stage from Hall of Fame defenseman Ray Bourque and scored a goal in his first NHL shot. Lemieux went on to enjoy a remarkable season and ultimately played in an NHL All-Star game, becoming the first rookie to be named the All-Star's Game Most Valuable Player, despite missing 7 games during the season. Lemieux scored 100 points and won the Calder Memorial Trophy as the Rookie of the Year, but it was only the first of many achievements for him in the NHL. In the following season, Lemieux finished second in the league with a total of 141 points, only behind Wayne Gretzky, who set an NHL record 215 points. In recognition of the remarkable season he had, Lemieux won the Lester B. Pearson Award as the NHL's best regular season player. However, the 1986-87 season did not go as smoothly, with Lemieux missing 17 games due to various reasons. As expected, his point production dropped, and the Penguins once again failed to make the playoffs. He got the chance to redeem himself and set the stage rocking once again when he played in the Canada Cup during the summer of 1987. He didn't disappoint his fans as he set a tournament record for 11 goals in 9 games. with his last goal clinching the Canadian victory. Lemieux recalled his Canada Cup experience as a major step up in his career and personal skills, stating, "Remember, I was only 21 years old at the time. To be around guys like Wayne Gretzky and Mark Messier and Paul Coffey was a tremendous learning experience." Lemieux continued his excellent run in the 1986-87 season as he scored 168 points and won his first scoring title in the NHL. He also clinched his first Hart Memorial Trophy as the league's most valuable player and the All-Star Game MVP award after a record-setting 6-point game. Sadly, Lemieux's success was not enough to help the Penguins make the playoffs, as they finished 1 point short of the postseason. However, the Penguins had their first winning record in 9 years. The 1988-89 season came with even more dominance from Lemieux, with several record-breaking performances. He led the league with 114 assists, tying Gretzky at 85 goals to amass a massive total of 199 points, becoming the only player to approach Gretzky's mammoth 200-plus point season. Lemieux became the second player to score at least 70 goals in 2 seasons, and only one of 4 players to score 50 goals in 50 games. In the same season, he also became the only NHL player to score 13 shorthanded goals in a single season. He also became the only player in NHL history to score a goal in all 5 possible game situations in the same game. Even strength, power play, shorthanded, penalty shot, and empty net on December 31st, 1988. Lemieux's excellent performances helped the Penguins make the playoffs for the first time in 7 years. Lemieux had another 5-goal, 8-point performance in the 10-7 victory during the postseason against the Philadelphia Flyers on April 25th, 1989, to further highlight his flexibility, versatility, and effective delivery in all aspects of the game. Sadly, Lemieux's 1989-90 season was marred with injuries after going on a 46-game streak with at least a point. Nevertheless, he still finished the season strongly with 123 points total, scoring 45 goals and registering 78 assists despite missing 21 games, but these figures were not enough to earn the Penguins a spot in the playoffs. Lemieux's back injury worsened, which forced him to miss about 50 games in the 1990-91 NHL season, managing only 16 goals and 28 assists. Again, Lemieux's injury setback limited him to just 64 games in the 91-92 season, but this time with a more significant impact. He won his third Art Ross Trophy with the 131 points despite missing several games to begin the 91-92 season. In another sad turn of events, Lemieux announced being diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, a type of cancer, on January 12, 1993. This tragic occurrence means he was no longer a warrior only on the ice, but also a fighter in life. He received aggressive radiation that caused him to miss a full 2 months of play. On his return, the Penguins went on to win 17 consecutive games to finish first overall for the first time in the franchise history and registered a franchise record of 119 points. Lemieux took a leave of absence after the season due to the impact of his treatment and returned for the 95-96 season, scoring his 500th career goal in his 605th game. At the time of his retirement in 1997, Lemieux became the only player to retire from the NHL with a greater than 2 points per game average with a staggering 1,494 points in just 745 games. On November 17, 1997, Lemieux was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame, becoming the 9th player in history to have the mandatory 3-year waiting period waived. In the early 1990s, the Penguins' lavish spending led to financial turmoil, accumulating over $90 million in debt. Mario Lemieux emerged as their savior, converting deferred salary into ownership, preventing bankruptcy, and ensuring the team's survival in Pittsburgh to establish an owner-player status. In the year 2000, Mario Lemieux made a triumphant post-retirement return to the NHL, signing a lucrative deal with Nike. Despite injuries, he finished with impressive stats, leading the Penguins to the playoffs and even topping the league in scoring with 91 points in 67 games at the age of 37 in 2002-2003. Although Lemieux's career was marred by a series of health problems that limited him to only 915 of a possible 1,430 regular season games between the opening of the 1984-85 season and the final game of the 2005-2006, he didn't leave the stage without a significant impact. At the end of his illustrious career, Lemieux won the Lester B. Pearson Award as the most outstanding player voted by the players 4 times, the Hart Trophy as the NHL's most valuable player during the regular season 3 times, the Art Ross Trophy as the league's points leader 6 times, and the Conn Smythe Trophy as the playoff MVP twice. He also ended as the NHL's 7th highest career point scorer with 690 goals and 1,033 assists, ranking second in NHL history with only .75 career goals per game average behind Mike Bossy with .762. He ranks second in NHL history with 1.129 career assists per game average and 1.883 points per game average, both behind only Wayne Gretzky with 1.320 and 1.921 respectively. On top of all these accomplishments, Super Mario brought the city of Pittsburgh back-to-back Stanley Cups in 91 and 92, as well as having a hand in building 3 more Stanley Cup winning teams, making him the only person ever to be on the Stanley Cup as a player and owner. And that's it in the thrilling saga of Mario Lemieux's legendary career. We've witnessed the rise of a true hockey icon, from his electrifying debut to his triumphant return. Lemieux's journey has captivated hearts and inspired minds, but the tale never ends. So let's keep the conversation alive. Subscribe to our channel for more epic hockey stories, like and share this video, and remember to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. See you next time.